Is it better to collect silver coins or to stack bullion? Hey, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked, and that way you get updated with any new content. So, is it better to collect silver coins or stack bullion? This is becoming a more common question as the silver prices continue to rise. Right now, we are sitting at silver in the upper $20 range. We're sitting at around $26.50. At the time of this video, it is August 6, 2020. And this question has been coming up more and more because people have been having a difficult time grappling with the fact that bullion has become such an expensive thing to stack. And because of this, some people are starting to view collectibles as an alternative because of the higher premium. Some people are just basically thinking, all right, you know what? These American Silver Eagles, they are so generic, but you know what? Because these are so expensive, I may as well fork over another couple of dollars and buy something that is a little bit more collectible, has a higher premium, and I might be able to flip this for a profit in the future. That being said, okay, there's two different things that you need to note about collecting and stacking, okay? The difference is this. The premiums on collectible coins are much higher. So something like these rounds, for example, these elemental 2-ounce rounds, the Privateer series, okay? These go for quite a bit more than, let's say, 2 ounces of American Silver Eagles. And the reason is that these are collectibles. These are high premium. You can see these are ultra high relief. Let's try to get this into the foreground here or right in front of the camera. And because of that, these are valued a little bit higher. Again, even though this contains 2 ounces of silver, just like these two coins, this is collected. And because of that, these have a higher premium on them. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is that stacking, okay, instead of collecting, stacking is basically buying silver or gold, but in the case of this video, since we're talking silver, buying silver at the lowest rates possible. Buying silver with the lowest premiums you possibly can. That being said, a lot of people are buying more 90% coins, such as these Morgan dollars. People have been buying these American Silver Eagles for quite some time, but now because of the premiums on these coins, people are starting to kind of shy away from these. So they're buying more generic silver, kind of like, you know, prospector rounds or the Buffalo rounds, which is very, very common. Some people are buying, you know, generic bars just for the sake of having the cheaper silver as opposed to buying the collectible stuff. Now, both collecting and stacking play a role in your overall portfolio. I used to mainly only stack. Okay, for the longest time, I basically only bought American Silver Eagles and generic silver rounds like Buffaloes. And I also did own a couple 10-ounce bars that were just generic 10-ounce bars that I bought with a relatively low premium due to the fact that they were just generic bars. But now, because of the business that I have, right, buying and selling and speculating on silver and gold, I do buy a lot of premium coins and collectible coins. I also got into collecting because after a while, stacking bullion such as American Silver Eagles, it kind of gets boring after a while, right? Now, we know that the design is going to change for 2021, right? 2020 is the last year of this classic design, right? And that's going to be the end of the American Silver Eagle design that we've known since 1986. So 2020, guys, if you haven't picked up a tube yet, or at least a couple of them, you're going to probably want to get some for your stack. But I was mainly buying stuff like this, and I didn't touch the premium items, the high premium items, the low mintage items. And then after time, I got bored and I did start dabbling in collecting. And I started to buy one series here, a different series there. And before you know it, you're kind of locked into multiple series. And, me being a completist, I didn't want to have the Marvel coin series and not have Spider-Man. And the problem was that, Spider-Man was already out. I kind of got into stacking a little bit after Spider-Man was already out, so I kind of went back and bought it, and I paid a higher premium. That being said, there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind when you're stacking silver, okay? What is your overall goal? Are you looking to just basically view silver as an insurance policy, as that hedge against inflation that you hear many of the stacking channels talking about? The hedge against inflation, right? As inflation increases and the dollar weakens, the silver and gold that you stack is going to maintain some of that wealth that you buy, that wealth that you store away, I should say. Are you looking to basically just have silver and gold as, a hedge against inflation, as an insurance policy? Or are you looking for something more short term and looking at silver and gold, but mainly silver, as something to speculate with, right? Now, you could be doing this a lot easier with stocks and whatnot, and you could probably make a higher return if you are good at day trading. In my opinion, silver is a longer term hold. Some of this stuff I purchased a while back. And because I bought it and sat on it for a year or two, I've been able to flip these for profit. So if you're looking to do something along those lines, that's when, collectibles such as these come into play. Silver, like these American Silver Eagles, these are so heavily minted. Some people are going to argue, no, there's a higher premium on Silver Eagles, and you're going to maintain that premium. Maybe in some cases where there's a high demand, you might get a premium back from your local coin shop or what have you. But for the most part, you're basically going to sell these for around spot. Whereas the premium coins such as Marvel or the Queen Anne's Revenge or the Black Flag series, the Royal Fortune, these things are geared towards the collectors. The people that are not too concerned about an ounce of silver being an ounce of silver, they're willing to pay the premium on this coin because it is highly collectible, right? Something like this has a mintage of 13,000 or 15,000, whereas something like these have several million minted, at least, right? At least. Now, for stacking, right, because right now the costs of American Silver Eagles are so expensive, people have been looking at 90% silver, such as Morgan dollars and Peace dollars, as a very good alternative. 90% silver, guys, is just that. These coins are 90% silver, right? These are also made up of other metal, but 90% of these coins are silver. These are not brilliant uncirculated like these, right? These have been circulated and used for spending purposes over the years. And they have a lot of wear. They have scratches on them. You can even listen to that sound, right? But now, because the silver prices are so high, stuff like this, right? 90% silver. Barbers even, right? Kennedy half dollars. Benjis. Roosevelt dimes. I mean, you could buy that stuff far cheaper than you can something like this, but don't let that fool you. I mean, right now, because of where spot price is, even the 90% silver is starting to become more desirable and more expensive. So, collecting versus stacking, both of them play a role in a person's stack. And I think you should probably do both, but here's the one thing. In my opinion, I think you should gear your purchases more heavily towards stacking than collecting, okay? Unless you're planning on holding this stuff for a long period of time and you have a good strategy in which you're going to sell these, whether it be person to person or on Instagram or what have you, or eBay, you're not going to want to necessarily buy these, because if you go to a coin shop and you say, hey, I need to sell some of my silver, I need to free up some cash. You're going to go in there with these high premium items and they're going to take a look at this and they're going to say, you know what? That's great, but these are 1 ounces of silver. These are 1 ounce silver coins. I'll give you spot, or I'll give you $1 under spot. And you're going to think to yourself, well, no, I mean, these sell on eBay for $70, $60, $50, whatever. And they're going to say, okay, well then sell it on eBay because I'm not interested, right? And same with these. If you go to a store to sell your Silver Eagles, they'll offer you close to spot, maybe slightly above spot. I mean, it depends on your coin shop. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're looking to do? If you're looking to have some fun and you're looking to, if there's a series that really interests you and you have the money to buy them, then I would say go for it. Buy some. Why not? Again, just know that you are limiting the market in which you can sell these items, right? This is a lot more liquid, right? These American Silver Eagles, you could very easily dump these and get your money out of them. Whereas for these, yes, you can move them probably as quickly as an American Silver Eagle at like a coin shop or what have you. But the premiums on these, again, you're only going to be able to get those back if you're selling them to another collector. So you want to keep that in mind. So, is it better to collect silver coins or stack bullion? In my opinion, I think overall, the safest bet is to stack, right? Is to stack bullion. Collecting silver coins is fun. You can make some very good money by buying and selling these coins. But overall, the safest bet is to go with the tried and true, right? 90% silver, generic rounds, American Silver Eagles. But the premium stuff, this is for fun. And again, you're limiting the market in which you can resell these. So keep that in mind before you start getting into collecting silver. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.